Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to another playview. This is another shorty. It's called I Live Under Your House. As far as I'm aware, you play as the monster in this game. That's about all I know. I hear it's pretty short, but I mean, any game where you play as the monster is immediately a game in my book that I'm curious by. So, yeah, this is I Live Under Your House. And this is literally how... Okay, main story DLC. Okay, so... As we can see by the menu screen, and I've seen a couple of comments about this, apparently it can get a bit gross, so... I'll just throw that out there in case it's true. Just in case. Okay, let's get in. Oh, so it's like a point and... It's like a point and click thing. I open my eyes and here I am, home again. It's such a wonderful feeling. Oh, I can look around? Oh. As usual, no one. That's good. That's very good. I like being alone. Do I have to put this away? Oh, E. This is the main hall. How nice it is here. Every time I come here, I feel joy and pride, because I dug all these holes. I don't even know which hole to go into first today. Oh, now we get to choose. Let's go down. Ahead of me is my pebble space, where I keep the different stones I find during my excavations. I like to look at them, to stroke them. Oh, how I like to stroke them. Sometimes I even dream about stroking a stone, and the feeling is so real, I can feel it in the tip of my fingers. I love stones. Alright. So yeah, like I say, apparently this can be pretty gross. So if that's an indication, then there we go, I guess. Just to comment on this from the whole playview reviewer perspective thing, immediately I really like the visuals. I know that's kind of the only thing it has going for it at the moment. I mean, the atmosphere in terms of the spooky ambience as well is quite nice. The visuals and the sound design immediately do present like a spooky, threatening aesthetic, so it's an interesting start. Oh god, do I get to play with the stones? Oh, I found a rock sharp enough to cut through someone's belly. Oh, that's great. Oh, I can only look at one. Okay, we're going back. Let's go down. Oh, wait, I can look at something here. Look at that. What beautiful orifices. There are no favorites here, all equally pleasing to me. That's why sometimes I squint my eyes and rush into the tunnel as if at random. Okay. This is my sleeping place. This is where I usually sleep. Although I can sleep anywhere, I still prefer to sleep here. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep yet. Every tunnel is different. For example, this one is narrower than the others. Sometimes I think I might get stuck in it, and then my heart starts beating harder. My whole body gets tense. I can't help it. I have to move slowly if I want to get out of it. I love this feeling. What the fuck? Is that a worm? Oh! She died when I was born, or so it seemed to me. I never knew my father, and maybe a creature like me has no father at all. For as long as I can remember, I have been alone all my life. At first, I just watched her body, hoping that maybe something else would crawl out of it and I would have a new relative. However, this did not happen. Oh, that sound design is... it's like something out of Neverending Nightmares. I talked to her body from time to time out of loneliness, though I mooed and made different sounds rather than spoke. I had to eat its various parts because I was hungry, so I am grateful to her. If not for her sacrifice, I would have died. Over time, I began to notice that her body was crusting over and the places I had bitten were getting scarred. I realized that she was still alive. So I started eating her body more carefully, trying not to take too big a bite. Oh god, it keeps going. Wait, what? Layer after layer of her body grew a kind of crust, that's worded strangely, eventually forming a cocoon through which I could no longer penetrate. I don't know how much time has passed since then, but I waited and waited long enough for something to happen. But nothing happened. It's a pity she never saw what a beautiful creature I had become, how many tunnels I had dug. Well, now I'm sure I'm all alone in the world. Great, I'm tired of worrying about her. I can still look at her. Oh! The remnants of the creature I came out of. I was worried that it would come out of the cocoon and want to eat me or avenge all my bites, but apparently it just decided to die quietly. Now my anxiety was gone. Okay, yeah, so this game is definitely going for the gross factor, which again, as I said, it was kind of already known for that, so I rarely go outside, especially since he's waiting for me on the way. There is a spirit standing right at the exit, and every time I pass, he starts talking to me. I don't like to intercourse with him. Oh, so I can't... What's up here? I didn't do the walls and surroundings of this place. Surprisingly, it's always been this way. I can't even imagine how such a wonderful place came to be, as if it had been prepared especially for me. So I can't go... So I guess I'm gonna have to start looking around. Oh. God. That's like something out of... God, what's the book? Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's like something out of the... It's the Stephen Gamble artwork. Well, it's creepy. Like, again, visually being, you know, a bit of a point-and-click experience. The visuals are interesting. They're unnerving, I'll give them that. And that's like a fucking... That's like one of the demons out of Berserk. Every night when I try to sleep, they come to me to make fun of me. They laugh, they have so much fun when I cry. They watch during the day and wait for me to do something stupid, looking for opportunities to make fun of me so they can come and laugh at night. Are these... If these pieces of artwork are originals, and they're not like some AI generated shit, like they're originals made for this game, I mean, the illustrator behind this has got a wonderful sense of what makes something unnerving. And again, I mean, this kind of design is straight out of the Stephen Gamble playbook of Scary Story to Tell in the Dark. This is the sort of thing that you would see in that, but worse. Oh, that's creepy. Sometimes they talk to me, they whisper things, they want me to go outside. He's got like little arms coming out of his head. Again, this is the sort of thing that Kentaro Miura would put into Berserk. After a night of torture like this, I usually wake up tired and hungry, so I crawl outside in search of food. What the fuck? Oh, the music is... For a point and click, this is pretty intense. So it's like... Am I like a worm? Is this Roadworks? Ah, it won't stop, what the hell. I don't seem to have any other choice. I have to go outside and see what's going on. Oh. There you are. I knew you'd show up soon. It's because of those noises, isn't it? I don't want to leave my home. Maybe it will subside on its own. Nonsense. Maybe they came to take your home. Maybe they came for you. Who knows what's making those awful noises? You must come out. Okay, so I'm out. Then what? You know what's next. The same thing you always do. The same thing you do when you're hungry. What makes your breathing quicken and your whole body tingle. It's time to go outside again. As soon as I crawled out into the open air, a disgusting sight came into view. There were metal creatures everywhere, and a horrible-looking structure stood before my eyes. I had no specific plan of action, but one thing was obvious to me. There is construction going on, and they are building right over my head, and something has to be done about it. There were too many people around, and I couldn't act out in the open. I had to wait for the right moment, and then I started watching. You vile creatures will pay for disturbing my peace. Oh, am I gonna kill the construction guys? Yeah, bees, bees, bees. What should I do with you? I have to be careful. If they find me, it's all gone. But I can't do nothing either. My strength is enough to deal with only one of them, but maybe if you kill one... The hunger is getting stronger and stronger. No strength to hold back, something has to be done. I have to decide. Oh, I didn't realize we were gonna... I mean... The way it was painting itself... Spare. Let's go spare. Eventually the house was finished. Different people began to come and go from the house. The unbearable stomping was causing me to have anxiety attacks with every knock. What if they find me? What if it never ends and I have to move somewhere else? Where would I go? I don't have the energy to dig new tunnels. From time to time, I had to crawl out and see if everything was okay, if they were looking for me. For some reason, I had the distinct feeling that they had come to hunt me down. This kind of music is similar to what you'd hear in Milk, outside of Milk, or inside, one of the two. It's got that ethereal, mysterious vibe. Then one day people came in and dragged a huge number of boxes. A woman in blue dress yelled at them and waved her hands, and then everyone left, but the woman stayed in the house. Time passed and no one else came to the house, it was just this woman. Well, she doesn't look like a threat, I thought. However, pretty quickly my life turned into a nightmare. Why is she gonna play like loud music? Pretty much my entire living area was right under this house. Every action she took, every step, every sneeze echoed through the depths of my sanctuary. Her life became part of my life. Gradually, I got to know her schedule, what she does, how she does it. I knew all her habits, the rhythm of her gait. Oh my god. I began to feel that my sleep was disturbed. I just couldn't sleep with something constantly pounding, muttering and shuffling over my body. In the few hours where I did manage to sleep, those ghosts of the night would come back to haunt me and make fun of me. Oh yes, now they really had a lot to laugh about. Thus my torture became a 24-hour routine. I have to do something about it, even at the risk of being caught, at the risk of losing my home. Who am I kidding? I don't have a home anymore. She took it from me. I must get out and stop this nightmare. It's kind of annoying that that hasn't been properly boxed in. That happened before, and then I touched the corner. It was in. I was like, whatever. But it's a little bit annoying that that couldn't have been adjusted. Chapter 1? A thrill of excitement overwhelms me. I no longer have the strength to hold back and watch from the sidelines. It's time to find out who lives above me. I need to look around carefully before I act. Oh! Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. Okay. So I'm very small, whatever I am. This is the first time I've ever been inside a human house. There's so much space it makes me sick. The only thing worse than this is outdoors. There's a book. Can I interact with it? I can. Ah, I know what this is. It's called a book. Once upon a time, I was very hungry, and just at that moment, a little man sat down next to the entrance of my home. I remember he had little hands, little feet, and he was like a puppet. That little man also had a bag with him. I don't remember being aware of all the dangers of the world at the moment, so I climbed out of my hiding place with interest and began to look at him. The little man didn't notice me right away, but when he did see me, his eyes widened, his mouth opened in that unimaginable way, and made a horrible, disgusting sound. That sound was driving me crazy. I wanted to get closer to him, but he kept crawling farther and farther away. Eventually the feeling came over me, and then all I remember was his head was in my hands. His body was lying somewhere nearby. His bag he had brought with him was slightly torn. Then I saw books scattered around. I don't know why they caught my eye, but I took them with me. Many pages were badly damaged and stained with blood. Some pages were missing altogether, but that didn't stop me. I began to study them, and it was thanks to these books that I was able to learn the language of these creatures and get some idea of the human world. I found new books over time. For example, recently when I ate a couple of campers. I enjoy reading. I'll have to remember to pick this book up when I'm all done. This is definitely an uncomfortable experience, because it does give you the it does put you in a position where you feel absolutely like a creep. I'm not familiar with human life, but I once saw construction workers staring into a similar dark box. They stared so intently and sometimes shouted something and raised their hands in the air. Strange creatures. These sick bastards are ripping out plants and putting them in containers. I find it difficult to understand the meaning of these perverse acts. I can't go any faster. This is as fast as I can go. Could I interact with, like, the fridge or anything? No. Yeah, this game does admittedly make you feel a bit gross. but I'm gonna assume that's kind of the idea. Ah, what a horrible, terrifying sound. I'll have to deal with that thing. It scares me. She's presumably in there. I remember people lugging these boxes here. I wonder what's in them. Well, we don't get to find out. That's it. There she is, lying in front of me. All that's left to do is take the first step. But I don't dare. Why? Something is wrong. My mood is not the same. I don't feel the same rush of energy and unbearable restraint as before. Well, maybe I should come back later. Apparently now is not the right time. Yeah, I should definitely keep an eye on her. Maybe it's a trap. Well, until next time, Birdie. Why couldn't I kill her? And all the sounds she makes now don't seem so disgusting to me. I would even say that I became interested in hearing what she was doing. There's water running down the pipe somewhere, and here she seems to be taking things out of boxes. I wonder what she keeps in them after all. I think when I was lying at her door, I felt something strange, a feeling I'd never had toward another living creature. And so I look at the pile of skulls and I want to take some of my best skulls, my dearest one, and give it to her. Leave it under a door somewhere. What is happening to me? I don't know, but again, this game is doing a pretty good job of making me feel gross. I really love how it's using a means of color to make the most of the restrictions of the visual style. So, like, the whole splash of green and everything, it helps lean towards the more alien feel of it. Papers. Okay. Strange, the bed is empty, and apparently she's not in the house either. Where could she have gone at this hour? I have to leave what I brought her and hurry back to the window in case she comes soon. Oh my god! Oh, that's revolting. Okay, back we go. Here you are back again, but something has changed in you. Nothing has changed in me, everything is the same as before. Is it? I thought you liked being alone. It is, and I will always be alone. I don't need anyone by my side. Why did you hesitate when you had a chance to kill her? What were you hoping for? What do you think will happen when she sees you? The same thing that always happens. Shut up. Your mere appearance will cause her to vomit. You're different from her. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Or do you think she'll move here? Maybe, but only if in peace is right. Shut me, vile spirit, I'll prove you wrong. I'll go back to her house right now and wait in her bedroom. And we'll go back to my place together, you understand? Ahaha, I told you, you've changed. Okay, I guess we're going back. Again, the audio design is really good. I have nothing but compliments for the audio design. The music is really sinister. Like the little squelchiness of him walking around is creepy as anything. What the hell? A note addressing Mark. Mark, who is he? A note. The note tells him to remember to pick up the box from the nightstand that contains candle needed for. I don't understand. There's a lot of words I don't know. Marie. Damn it, Mark, we did it. Oh, was I captured? Take it to the basement. Pay attention, it's still moving. Should we just dismember it right in the basement? My whole body hurts terribly. What happened? I don't remember how I got here at all. I read the note and then... Ah, it hurts. I can't remember anything. I have to go home. Yeah. So they were waiting for me. So they knew that I was around. The door's open, but the window's closed, so I have to go out the door. Chapter 2, Betrayal. Oh, that's... Again, I really like how they've done the, you know, the retro PS1-y aesthetics here, with the green and everything. Oh. Is that a tent? Yeah. He did say he ate campers. Oh, I wonder if maybe he's being hunted by people he... Oh, okay. Yeah. They obviously shouldn't have set up camp near my place. Again, the audio design is really nice. I really like the spooky aesthetics to it. What is... It won't be long before I'm home again. This backpack is remarkably similar to the one the little man had. I remember how in some fit of rage and hunger I killed him, and books fell out of the exact same backpack. I took them, and that's how I learned to understand the language of humans. What's going on here? I don't know. But I... Oh, is it over there? What is that? Yeah, there's something there. What is this? Salt? It wasn't here before. It's like a ritual. My body feels weak and sleepy, so I think I should lie down for a while, but I need to go first. Oh! Hey! Did it really work? Why is that thing still moving? Fuck, something is wrong. Mark, I told you we should have dismembered it. At least we had a chance in the basement while it was passed out. You know it wouldn't help anyway. It can only be killed through a ritual. That's what the book said. My whole body feels as if it was weightless. I can't move. I can barely look from side to side. What's going on here? That's her, the girl I risked myself for by getting out. Who's that with her? I don't remember him. What an ugly thing it is. Do you think it knows what's going on? Who cares what that thing understands, Mark? It killed our father. Why doesn't it die is what worries me. Ugly? Why did she say such hurtful words? She didn't like what I brought her, and this is after all we've had. What a fool I was. I thought we were made for each other. It seemed to me like I knew her well, that maybe somewhere deep down in her soul she guessed about my presence and was waiting for me to come home. This is extremely stalkery. Are you sure we haven't forgotten anything? Solomon's cell is holding it together, but I don't see it foam from its mouth or blue flames or anything like that. Holy shit, Mark, you're asking me that? Well, yes, I'm asking you. You have the book. That's what I thought would happen someday. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should really die. Why should I live when she treats me like that? I feel something new again, as if 1,000 needles were tearing me from inside. Oh shit, Mark, I get it. We forgot. Don't tell me. We forgot the fucking candles. I think my strength is coming back to me. I can move again. So that's how it is. So she wanted to get rid of me all this time. Well, you know, you've brought me a lot of new sensations, feelings that I haven't experienced before. And now after everything that happened, I'm so tired and I'm really hungry. I want to take you out to dinner. Mark, I think it's gonna break out. Now it's your time to come to my house. Oh, okay. Why am I here, huh? Even the voices have gone silent and are no longer laughing at me. The spirit no longer speaks to me too, and I dream only of darkness. Ever since the day I killed Marie, I've been lying next to the cocoon of my creator. I don't do anything, I just lie here and stare into the darkness. I look at my body and it too is gradually crusted over. No one ever moved into Marie's house, so I could enjoy the silence, but I don't need it anymore. The crust is about to cover my eyes, and then I'm asleep for I don't know how long, maybe even forever. From everything that happened to me, I understood only one thing. When I was at her bedside for the first time, when I saw her bare heel dangling from the bed, I should have eaten her at that moment. Okay, that was I Live Under Your House. For the sake of keeping some of it a mystery for anyone who might like to play it, I'm not going to pursue multiple endings. That's actually something I've been meaning to say about these, is that I'm only going to do one playthrough unless absolutely necessary. My impression of this is that the sound design and the visual aesthetics and everything are really, really good. I really love the music. I really love the small amounts of audio design that we heard in terms of movement and stuff like that. I think the visuals are really effective. I love the illustrations. Again, very much straight out of the Stephen Gammell Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark or Kentaro Miura Berserk playbook. Really, really effective. I wouldn't say I necessarily enjoyed my time with it in terms of how it made me feel, because the honest truth is that it made me feel kind of gross, but I guess that's kind of what it's going for. And while I appreciate that, and I certainly appreciate the creativity behind the game, and I really love the audio design, I really love the visual aesthetics and the illustrations, everything, I feel truly gross. So I recommend it, but I certainly caution you if something like this is gonna maybe upset you, because I think for some people this has the potential to be upsetting. So that's just a small content warning, I guess, but overall this was a well executed experience, and that's my takeoff. So yeah, that's it from me for this one. As always, I'd like to thank my wonderful patrons, Game Master, DarkRaptor86, BFD Survivor, and Shikotsky, my top Patreons. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.